Going live, hanging out.
Do it live.
Right? Watching Jack show on mute, seeing who's gonna win this this pumpkin challenge. It's funny too. Before Kelsey hit me up yesterday, I was like, man, last minute I should have Beth do like a really good photo shoot with me for the pumpkin challenge. And I was like, we could just go over to her parents' house. And I was like, I wanted to carve the pumpkin that Cecil drew. And I was like, just get butt naked and sit behind it. And then Kelsey made a comment about it when they started streaming. He was like, I'm half expecting someone to just recreate the drawing you did. And I was like, God damn it. I should have done it. I was like, more people will probably refund our book if I do that.
I don't know. I guess you might get one really good customer who's like $7,000.
Right. That
for the unedited photo.
That person on Alterna streams that I never remember that thinks I'm super hot. My one admirer. That'd be fucking hilarious. It's a sock account of one of you guys. Who's this sexy motherfucker? I thought it was a joke too, because until it like kept happening over and over again in streams. But then there was one night where they were like, he's got a great voice too. And I was like, all right, this person's fucked up. Because I sound like a fucking cartoon character. Yeah.
So does Cecil, and people love him.
Right? He's great though. I'm an idiot.
Hello.
Like I just realized I left my drink in the other room like a jackass, so I need to run away for a moment.
I don't think jackasses do that. What's going on, everybody that's not here? Because everybody's watching the Jack show. So are we. If you haven't already, we were on Kelsey's show, Talking City of Rot. So check that out whenever you get the chance. Showed some new exclusive art for the first time. Our double page spread, which is unlike the Cecil spread right there. This is just going to be a chill stream. We're just going to shoot the shit. Relax. Maybe do some ASMR. Or mukbang. I don't know what's going to happen. My cat's sleeping behind me.
Yes, talk to yourself some more.
Do you want an ASMR stream or a mukbang?
Right. A little bit of both. Mukbang, but real quiet for me.
Kelsey's Venom there looks insane.
Oh, hell yeah. That's like part of the reason I was like, I should enter this.
I didn't know he did that until they mentioned it.
He's so fucking good, man. Oh, we got some people in chat.
Oh my gosh. What are you people doing? Jack shows on.
Yeah, right. What are you guys doing? Watch what we're watching. What does it look like full screen on here? I didn't even think of that.
Do you want to, I feel like an idiot because what we should have done on Kelsey's stream is I should just open it up in Clip Studio since it wasn't working right for you.
I thought about that after the fact.
So do you want to just do it now? And I can open it up and share the screen?
Whatever you
want. Or we can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, we can do it tomorrow too when Kayla is on with us. And potentially Kelsey again on our stream.
Hopefully Kelsey.
Hanging out. Did that quick zombie Wolverine while drinking profusely, watching Dan's stream tonight. Ryan was on there. I was like answering questions for a bunch of people in the chat.
He was on Dan's stream tonight?
Yeah. Like trying to explain to people like, we can't go in demand like you guys are asking if we don't hit our goal. Like that's not how Indiegogo works. It looks like it's on like fast forward right now.
It does. It's just she got so much pixie sticks in her, you know.
Right? All yacked out on pixie sticks. That chick is wild, dude. They started out the night with her like Hoover Dam trip, and she's there eating dirt. Like I fucking lost it. She's like, I don't know, guys. The dirt's red. I've never had red dirt before, and I'm like losing my mind, like screaming, laughing in my apartment. My girlfriend comes home and she's like, "What is so funny?" I'm like, "This girl eating dirt."
She needs to be on My Strange Addiction.
Yeah, right. I showed her to Beth, and Beth was like, "Wow, she's so pretty." I was like, "Yeah, she eats dirt and she's crazy."
She's got a hairy forehead.
Yeah, like a
That's what we were talking about earlier.
super hilarious nerd goblin girl, and she's great.
That is a thing, though. I watch those barber videos on YouTube from around the world. They're kind of like ASMR videos of barbers,
Yeah, where
and
they shave
all the
girls' foreheads.
and all the Asian countries they shave foreheads when they're doing like a wet shave.
It's fucking
I don't
bonkers.
know why.
These chicks are just gonna have the hairiest foreheads when they're old.
I guess so.
It's gonna build up. Yeah, it's just like she was meant to be like a really gnarly dude bro and ended up a lady last minute. Like God was putting it all together and then was like, "Oh wait, how about a vagina on this one?"
I don't even know what to do, bro. It's like it's the weird kid in class that would eat pens.
It's like I started with glue, I leveled up to dirt. Dirt was the best, so I stopped moving.
I knew a kid, probably like fourth grade, and he used to eat like just the weirdest shit. And I remember one day we were sitting behind him, and he pulled out a piece of paper from his notebook, put in some, like the lead pencil pieces that are like really thin, broke
Yeah,
those up, put it in there, took a pen, broke it, snapped it, poured the ink in, and then picked his nose, put a booger in it, wrapped it all up like a nugget, popped it in his mouth.
that's
Midday
a
snack.
that's a level 1 wizard you were witnessing right there.
Like I can't even be mad at it. I'm like, I'm just entranced by what the fuck you're
You're
doing.
like, man, now I'm just hungry.
No, I'm hungry. I didn't eat the rest of the day.
Dude, you should have added some glue. We had a weird kid in my elementary school.
That's too much roughage, dude. You're gonna kill your pals.
Beth actually ended up going to high school with him because that's the funny thing. We're both from like the same hometown, and Beth like stayed here and grew up here, and I like moved away after my parents divorced,
Mm-hmm.
and like I came back after high school. But Beth went to school with the kid, and I never remember his name, but he was like the weird kid in elementary school. I remember his first name was Shane. Never remember his last name, but
Gillis.
yeah, right. That would almost make it more hilarious once you hear what it actually is.
He's just a kid walking around going, "Woo!"
It was like second grade, and he shaved his eyebrows off,
Oh,
and his mom beat the shit out of him for it.
yeah. Well,
And it was the funniest fucking thing. He had no eyebrows for like 2 weeks at school, and like you could not like have class with him and not be laughing like the whole fucking time. So they made him sit like at the front of the class till his eyebrows grew back, because otherwise kids would be looking back at him all fucking day.
oh my gosh.
It was amazing. And he was like super redneck idiot kid who was one of those kids who just thought he fucking knew everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like one of those kids that at a very young age is like, we're kids, like we're all fucking dumb. Like, how can no one else perceive this but me? Like none of us know what we're talking about. Like this kid obviously doesn't know what he's talking about because none of us do.
I knew a kid. So everybody knows now. Probably, I went to a Christian school my whole school career, and in like sixth grade, this kid showed up, and I was always a short kid too in my class. It wasn't until I got to like middle school that I evened out with everybody. I was
Did
always
you
the
meet
shortest
your
boy.
wife in like Christian school or
No, in college.
okay?
But one year we had a new pastor, and his kids all went to the school too. And one of his kids was in my grade, and he was like, no lie, like again, I'm the shortest boy in the whole class. He was like at least 4 inches shorter than I was, and I just remember like being almost like in shock of how short he could be. And it was just like he was designed in the lab to be the biggest dork of all time. He had a bowl cut, he had buck teeth, he had big Coke bottle glasses, he had a pot belly, he had a bubble butt, and he had like super
He's
long
too.
fingernails. I mean, it was like he talked weird. He had like the stereotypical nerd voice. I mean, it was just like everything.
I love the throwing in the bubble butt.
He did. I mean,
We had a
what
buddy
does
Alex. We had a buddy Alex in high school who would be like, "Yo, bro, let me rest my backpack on dead ass," like all the time. It's like, dude, you have an ass like a shelf. Like, what the fuck is that thing for?
But yeah, I mean, it was just like, holy shit! Like, how could this kid get all this stuff put on him? And in the end of the day, too, he was also an asshole. So it was like you couldn't even feel bad for him because it was like, oh, he's just mean. Like, cause like his parents, because his dad was a pastor, he could do whatever he wanted. So he
That's
used to cuss everybody out, and like one time we had in Prince William County, where I'm from, there was a minor league baseball team called the Cannons, and they would come to our school every year with the mascot, and he literally beat up the mascot when he came by. He would just follow him around the school, kicking him and pushing him like this little sixth grader. He's like, guy didn't know what to do. This poor guy.
amazing.
But he used to pick his nose every day. That's why I brought it up, because he used to pick his nose every single day
We
and
had
put it under the desk. Oh,
he was like a general school bully. He wasn't like my bully because like high school, I was already pretty much this big, so it was like nobody was really gonna fuck with me. They'd say dumb shit, but like legitimately bullying me wasn't gonna get you very far. And I'd just like slap your books out of your fucking hands if you fucked with me. Like I'd not give a shit. But there was this other kid named Spencer in school that was an absolute dickhead. He went on to be like a double A pitcher for some fucking like minor league team. But he was a super fucking dickhead like all throughout high school. And then I remember our senior year, like dude was always a piece of shit, terrorizing. Like I remember it was like our sophomore year, he fucking tried to stuff a retarded kid in a locker while he thought no one was around and got caught doing that. And that didn't go over well. I think some of the football team like beat his ass after that too. And he still didn't learn after that. Yeah, it wasn't like everybody in school was like, hell yes, stuff the retarded kid in a locker. Like, that wasn't fucking cool. My school also, we had like a huge like scandal with like we used to have senior break on Fridays, and it was like a half hour long, just like a block of a class where seniors were allowed to just like wander the school and do whatever the fuck they want. And that was every Friday, and we had like a secret fight club going. We were going into the auxiliary gym with 2 pairs of boxing gloves and just settling like whatever beefs. And that Spencer kid was getting called out like weekly because he was such a bastard. And it was just like he'd get his fucking face mashed in like weekly by all different people and just keep fucking running his mouth all the time. He's like too stupid to quit. And then senior year, we all felt bad because it was like halfway through the year and the dude just had a fucking seizure out of nowhere in art class.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and after that we all made jokes that it was because he had been getting his fucking brain smashed in all year. And he stopped fucking with everybody because we were like, dude, watch out. Somebody will give you one good one to the head and you're done for. Like,
yeah, we had stuff like that too, where like remember one year, my buddy, I had two of my best friends got in a fight in school, and so we all knew it was going to happen at like I don't know, like 1:00 in the afternoon, and so like I swear, 20 or 30 kids, all boys, knew the fight was going on, and all asked to go to the bathroom at the same time, and we all went down to it was in the gymnasium bathroom, and we gathered around like Fight Club as they argued in the middle, and it's a lot of talk, and then it's a lot of pushing, and then finally, stuff was going down. But it was always so funny because like I went to a small school. It's like 500 kids total.
Yeah, that's like my school.
You have 20 boys in there. It's like half the school is gone. Like,
oh yeah.
And the fight broke out, and I was really surprised too because one of my friends he was always the tough guy. He was always the guy like, I'll beat your ass, blah blah blah. And so everybody thought he was gonna annihilate my other friend. Opposite kid just took him down, beat the shit out of him, busted his face up. And then one of the coaches came in right as the fight was going down and started screaming at everybody. And like you just saw 20 boys all go to the sink at the same time, like, oh no, we're just washing our hands. we all came down to the second story
Yeah,
to go wash
we all
our
came
hands.
down here to poop because it's the secret bathroom, but we all happen to be here trying to poop. Yeah, we had a similar problem with the little fight club we had going, where our gym class had like a male gym teacher and a female gym teacher, because like parts of the gym curriculum they'd like split you up, and chicks would go do like weird girly shit, and we'd go play like football.
Mm-hmm.
But the male gym teacher all 4 years of high school for me was this dude, Mr. Thomas, who was like hardcore, like grew up in like the shittiest part of Boston, and was just like salty 45-year-old Boston dude. And I remember the first time he walked in on the fight club, he's like, finally you fucking pussies are doing something cool. He just like
That's
sat
awesome.
down in a chair in the corner and watched us beat the shit out of each other. It's like Thomas was always wicked cool, and when we finally got caught by the principal, Thomas had to like walk in and do some of the like shoddiest acting ever and be like, oh, you guys gotta be kidding me. Like he wasn't in watching us like weekly and making sure we weren't killing each other. He basically became like a referee.
Awesome.
Some real serious shit, because we were at a school that we got kids bussed in from Hartford. Two of those kids at the fight club thing,
Peterson.
we thought they had settled their beef at the fight club, and then one of them went and shot the other one out in Hartford after
Oh my God.
graduated. Yeah.
Holy shit.
And basically told the cops when he got caught for it that he had shot the dude because he kicked his ass in high school. It was like, oh, that's the fight club, like supposed to be where you resolve your shit, but
how long after was it?
Hartford's a different world. Like probably like 2 months after we graduated high school.
Damn, so he held on to that for a while.
Oh yeah, well we got caught, like the fight club thing got shut down like a month before we all graduated, so like May of that year. And I think the shooting happened in like late June or July.
Mm-hmm.
Dude was paralyzed for like a year and a half essentially, and his
holy shit.
But it was like, yeah, that was like, oh fuck, that's probably the craziest thing that ever really happened at our school. We had a bunch of friends that like died in horrible car accidents and stuff like that throughout the years, but the shooting was like a weird one, because it was like we kind of all put this fucking fight club together, and dude got shot after the fact.
There's a bunch of stuff that happened at my school and never heard anything more from it. Like one time a buddy of mine got chased down by one of the teacher's kids. It was during field day. I don't know, did you have field day as a kid?
Oh yeah.
And did you have to like run the field day when you got to a certain grade?
Run it?
Yeah, like when you got in sixth grade, I don't know why everything is sixth grade today that I'm thinking of. The sixth grade would run field day, and you would like, two kids would pick out a game that they would run, and then the rest of the kids at the school would, play the games.
Okay, like operate. For some reason, you said run it, and I was like, they'd make you run it like really fast.
Oh no, yeah,
like all drunk.
But like we were doing this, and we were at the field, and there was just like an abandoned lot of, it was like a house that just were surrounded by trees and everything like that at the very end of it, and there was a berm that separated the field from that place, and I just see my buddy running across the field, and he's being chased by this kid that we all hated, who was in a grade above us. And he was a teacher's kid, and the kid that was chasing him was chasing him with a soccer flag, and that they have like a little like screw at the bottom so they can screw it into the ground, and they run over the berm, and they're like far away, like it wasn't like I was within 10 feet of them. It was like maybe, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 yards, whatever. And I see them going to the field, and I don't see them after that because they're behind the berm and stuff, and they don't come back out. So I walk over to the side of the field, up the berm, and look, and down the distance, I see this kid is straight up strangling my friend from behind. He's got him on the ground. He's pulling the thing across his neck and choking him. And I'm
Jesus.
like, yo, he's getting Josh. He's getting Josh. And my buddy's on the other end, who was closer, runs up over the thing. A teacher's there. She runs up over the thing. And my buddy's trying to grab him. And he just goes, fop, and punches the kid finally and gets him off. And it turns out he stabbed my buddy too with that screw end. He like used it like a spear and stabbed him in the stomach with it.
Jesus.
And came back to school next day, like nothing happened.
That
And I don't know what
fucking-
happened after that. Like my friend that got stabbed eventually got expelled from the school. So I don't know if they
Wow.
had some kind of like shady shit going on.
Right.
And they also did some shady shit with me too, with like, I won't get into it because it's just boring. But they did some shady shit with me. I mean, I saw a lot of like weird stuff at that school, like because I guess it was smaller and so insulated, they could get away with a lot of stuff. But there was a lot of like really like gross, creepy kind of stuff.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have that at fucking Catholic school or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It was just the nuns whooped my ass all the time. I had the devil's left hand, so I was getting slapped by rulers constantly and all this dumb shit. Like, I got Satan's hand, but they want to move me forward because I was reading at like a 4th grade level in kindergarten and all this dumb shit.
Satan's hand.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I have the devil's hand, but I'm like really smart, according to you guys. And
Because the devil's
I did
smart.
it for a year and was like, Mom, I remember she told me, I came to her like crying at like 5 years old and was like, I hate God and I don't want to go to school anymore. And she was like, that was some heavy shit because we were very religious back then. And hating God was like, that shit didn't fly. If my grandfather heard me say that, he would have punched a hole through my little baby head. See where they're at on this real quick.
But would he use it the right hand or the left hand?
Yeah, right. Both.
You'd be like, that was the devil's hand you hit me with.
Yeah, right.
This is a piano player lady.
Cecil is that supposed to be like Biden whispering in his ear?
Yeah.
Say it and he strokes it.
Yeah, that's a great angle on
Joe.
Biden there.
Joe is so sensitive.
Come on,
I love Kelsey's crocheted cap. That's the best.
I didn't even realize Malin had changed his mask. Like,
He's so coy.
Well, that's just him without makeup.
right? I gotta put my face on, guys.
You can't resist the dick.
Oh my god. Cecil's is weird too, because it's like it treading into like the uncanny valley because he just looks
is.
like a dude.
It's really creepy.
Should I just have eyebrows like this all the time?
Yeah.
It looks, I think it's called like Murder Train or something like that. It's an old horror movie where it's like a slasher movie where the killer is like a Groucho Marx guy.
You know, we finally found the mustache that
Let me see if I can look this up really quick.
But yeah, I hated school. I never liked school. I hated college too.
I hated school. What the fuck is the name of this movie?
I always tell people, like nieces and nephews, like if you're gonna go to college, get a real degree. Like, don't just major in art like I did, because then you're getting a degree that's like worthless. Because like, you can get a job as a graphic designer without having a degree. You know,
Yeah.
go get something like economics or business. Learn how to do something useful, and then still do art. You can always do art. You know?
How could I not remember this? Jamie Lee Curtis is in it, and it's called
She's in
Terror.
that movie?
It's called Terror Train.
I saw that on Prime. I mean, I didn't watch the movie, but I saw the thing on Prime.
Yeah, it's a guy in a Groucho Marx mask, and it's pretty hilarious.
I didn't like Prom Night. Prom Night was boring.
No, Prom Night's boring as piss. I don't remember if Terror Train is even good or not.
Anna Spitlin.
Hold Oh my god.
Wait, save that. You can sell that too.
I'd be like, do you like this Vulcan doing her stretchy band exercises? Because I could sell you her great.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
You're missing out.
Funny.
The Biden head looks like it's acquired sentience. It like turns and smiles even when Cecil's not moving around a lot. Like, what's going on with that Biden head?
Let me tell you about Corn Pop.
It's like the children with the hair on my legs.
Why did Joe?
And then they take the straight razors and they rub it against the dirt and the ground. You know how they used to do.
Like my dad.
Come on, man.
What?
I love how John Malin keeps doing that every once in a while. Come on, man.
I'm actually super proud of us tonight because we did not coordinate
It looks
at all.
almost like Malin's not wearing a mask. It looks like he's using one of those shitty like Instagram filters.
Does anybody else
You
get costume?
said costume.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but I thought you might phone it in.
I'm like, is that just like glued onto his
You
face?
were phoning it in until I yelled at you.
I can't tell what's going on because I can see his
I was
ears.
like, the power of yelling wins.
And then it's also weird because it's like Malin's got a skull face, but then Kelsey looks so much like
It's
Malin.
crazy, right?
Can we videotape?
He looks like a really drunk Malin. Like, Malin,
It's shocking.
step back from your camera. No.
I'll pretend I was the person buying that painting from you, and I'll just be irate. I love being irate.
Oh my god, streaming with him earlier today, dude. I was like, I just want to chain smoke the whole time.
Mandalorian tonight?
Do we have anybody in the chat?
No,
I mean, anybody watching?
Halloween night.
We got two people watching. They're
Oh my
silent.
gosh.
Series or season?
They're
or just
watching.
one
I think they're
episode?
doing it 1 week at a time now.
Oh, these bastards.
I like it better that way. Wait, after the drawing show, are we gonna watch Mandalorian live?
Tomorrow night, not tomorrow, on Halloween, Anderson Silva is fighting Uriah Hall. I'm excited for that fight.
Whoa. I didn't even know that was happening. What's
What's
going
up,
on,
Razmaz?
Razmaz?
I know, I just found out about it this week. If Uriah Hall shows up in his right headspace, I think he's going to fuck up Anderson Silva. But it's all about him being in the right headspace because he is mentally pretty weak.
I don't know, man.
Listen, we found out
I feel
about
like he's completely fallen off, and you're talking about Anderson
John
Silva.
Devil Mask.
One good foot to the head, and you're done for. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, he's gotten,
Wait, John.
he's
did
he's
your
old
wife
and slow
pick
now.
it
He's
out?
lost
yeah,
a step, you
that's
know?
why I'm like, oh, I don't
Was
know.
your
I'm
wife
like,
at the store with you. when
they're
you picked
both
it
kind
out?
of like
Did she
over
pick it
the
out for
hill.
you?
Like,
Mhm.
No.
Well, like Uriah Hall
No.
could have been a world beater.
I got it.
Like
we're
when he
good.
shows up, he fucks people
Is
up.
she okay?
But it's just he's
Yeah,
mentally
but I
not
feel-
able to do it, you know?
that's what I mean. Is I feel like he was never consistent enough. Is the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just putting a pentagram on.
And he still has one of the greatest knockouts of all time.
It's funny too because he's like super pretty boy. Like he should be cleaning up in that industry, but
And he's great on the mic too. Like he's really inspiring when he talks.
it's never fully gotten over, I guess.
No. Did you watch the fight last week? Khabib and Gaethje?
What fight?
Khabib and Gaethje.
Yeah, I didn't see much fighting happening.
Oh yeah. I was really disappointed in Gaethje. I couldn't believe his grappling was so non-existent.
Seeing people rip roaring about that for weeks, like he's the one to do it. He's gonna hand him that loss. And yeah,
He had probably the worst grappling experience of everybody. I mean, in the actual fight itself, like it was shocking.
It was barely an experience.
And like his leg kicks were looking really good. Like his stand up was looking good, but then it was like instantly taken down.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I get that's like a huge part of MMA, but every time that happens, I'm just like, we all got robbed tonight. Like, it's weird. I always tell them like, I wonder how the rich guys who spend money to go out and see these fucking things feel. Like, it's just like, all right, I guess it's back on the jet, everybody. Like,
Well, it's kind of like the old Tyson fights, like it was always a huge event when Tyson fought, and then it's like All right, that was 2 minutes. Time to go home.
Right?
And it was worse back then too, because boxing events are really, you only care about the main event. Like most of the undercard, nobody gives a shit about. Whereas MMA, at least, when if you're into MMA, you want to see every fight.
Oh, that was something I wanted to talk about too. How about the fact that we're living in a fucking world where Jake Paul is about to be on the opening card of a Mike Tyson fight?
Who's he gonna fight? Did they say?
What is it? Nate Robinson? Is that his name?
I don't know. I don't
It's
even
some
know.
athlete. He's like a basketball player or something.
What?
Yeah, he like just randomly called Jake Paul out on like Twitter or something a while ago. It was like basically called him a bitch and was like, all you've done is fight other YouTubers. Like, you've never fought a real athlete. And he's like, motherfucker, you've never fought a real athlete. Like, you're not even a boxer. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, you've never even been in the ring. And Barstool posted something today. It was like, it's bad when like Jake Paul bodies you in a fucking press conference. But they were like, gotta give credit where credit's due. And I was like, this dude could actually like put a real win on his belt on an undercard for fucking Tyson. Could very well be the last fight of Tyson's fucking career.
Yep.
And Jake Paul's goofy ass is going like, that's like opening for the Beatles. Like, you're fucking opening for the scariest man to ever throw hands. Like, bless you.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
Shit.
It's crazy enough just that fucking Mike Tyson is going to get back in the ring again. Like,
And against Roy Jones Jr.
yeah, it's gonna be fucking wild.
I'm sorry for sniffling everybody.
I'm like wondering how much of a murder fest it's going to be, because I've been seeing footage of Tyson training and
yeah, he looks scariest as ever.
Yeah, I'm like, are they just like shooting him up with like fucking liquid cocaine right now or something? Like,
but the thing you got to consider too, though, is that Roy Jones has been still fighting. Not
that's the whole
fighting.
thing too. Roy Jones isn't like cut to fuck like he was 15, 20 years ago, but he's still like nothing to joke about.
I mean, he's Roy Jones Jr. I mean, at one point in time, he was a scary dude too.
Oh yeah, dude. There's a point in time where he looked like he was like fucking like 2% body fat and just like punch a hole through you. But granted, Tyson was even scarier than that in a smaller package. Like,
yep.
That's the wild shit. Is like, and Tyson, for how fucking gnarly he was, dude. The dude didn't really get his head mashed in much.
No,
like that's, I think, one of the reasons he's like even able to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get back in the ring, is like he didn't get really like clobbered on, which I think might be to his benefit. Like, Roy Jones Jr. has been, like you said, he's still been consistently fighting, so it's like
yeah, but his jaw is gone. That's what ended his career, really. So Tyson could just land.
Yeah, I was gonna say, then he might be completely fucked, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the picture they're showing of him on the fight card too, dude. He looks bad.
Yeah.
When
is the fight?
Roy Jones Sr. It's like right after Thanksgiving. The Saturday after Thanksgiving, I believe.
That's too far away. He needs to be here already.
The 28th. Yeah, that's like something where I'm almost like, do we get that and fucking stream it live?
Yeah.
Just get fucked up and we don't show it, but just watch it.
Do you remember that dude who streamed a UFC event and pretend like he was playing a game?
Yeah, that was
like the most genius thing ever.
But
yeah, I'm really disappointed that Khabib retired, because I really wanted to see that Tony Ferguson fight. That's the only fight that legitimately.
Oh, he retired. I cut out after that. Like, immediately ended. I was just like, fuck this. I didn't even watch them talk or anything.
Yeah, he retired. He said his mom wanted him to retire since his dad died.
Oh shit, I didn't know his dad died.
Yeah, his dad died like July or something.
Oh yeah, I did know that. Was he a COVID death though?
No, it was something else. But like,
yeah, live
you know,
on pay-per-view.
Tony's whole thing is grappling. I mean, that's like his bread and butter, and especially off the back. So that would have been like the perfect matchup just to see what would happen. Like, I'm not saying he would win, but he's the one
The
guy who would
cursed
embrace
fight.
it. And he's so crazy. Like,
Isn't-
he loves getting beat up. Like, he doesn't stop. So would the ground and pound be enough to really put him out? Would Khabib be able to tap him out, or would he pull off some crazy
the
submission?
taste of your own blood's the hell of a motivator.
Yeah. And like it, like I hate when people put Khabib into the GOAT category because to me he hasn't cemented anything. I mean, he's a great fighter and he's definitely like top 10 of the greatest of all time. But I can't consider him the greatest of all time because everybody he's fought has been a striker first and foremost.
I just think he's
You know?
super boring. Like, I get like the technique and everything. It's cool. Like, he is kick ass, but I just think he's super boring to watch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like it because I like grappling, but he's never been my favorite guy. I don't even like. I mean, like, he's never been one of my favorite fighters at all. But I appreciate watching him fight just because I like grappling. But like, you know, if you have the world's greatest boxer, like, you know, okay, so you have Floyd Mayweather. You can't say Floyd Mayweather is the greatest boxer of all time because he beat Conor McGregor in a boxing match. You know, like his
Yeah.
other stuff makes him in the contention for the greatest of all time. But you know, if your example is, well, he beat Conor McGregor in a boxing match, it's like, well, but Conor McGregor is not a boxer, and he fought him in his own sport. So like with Khabib, it's like that. He's one of the greatest wrestlers that, you know, has ever been in MMA, and he's fighting all these guys that have no wrestling experience whatsoever. Like, Conor McGregor is not a wrestler. Edson Barboza is not a wrestler or has any like real grappling abilities. So it's like you look at Damian Maya and he's fighting guys with striking and jiu-jitsu and all these other things. So he hasn't been as dominant, but he still is super dominant against a lot of guys.
It's $50 for the fight.
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
And I can watch Jake Paul potentially get his brains beaten in, which would be pretty funny too.
He did good in his first fight.
Yeah. That's what I mean, though. We could also see Jake Paul beat some brains in,
And
which would almost
he won
be
his
more
second
funny.
fight too, but they awarded it to the other dude.
Roy Jones Jr., man, is looking like Roy Jones Sr., and it's insane.
Do you remember that fight between
Old
Chael
as
Sonnen
hell.
and Vanderlei on the show, the Tough Show?
Oh, yeah.
I never caught it before, but I just saw the video. It was like coming back up for some reason on the UFC Facebook, and somebody pointed out in the comment that when Chael tackles him, he says under his breath, "Fucking amateur," as he tackles him to the ground, starts ground and pounding him. That made it so much more epic.
111 backers, 71%. Did
Wait,
they
we get
pick
another
a?
one?
Yes, we did.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
that's the name of the
Did they pick a winner for the pumpkin thing, and I just wasn't paying
No, it's called
attention?
the sweetest
I don't
thing.
think they did.
Is that a seat?
Thanks whoever backed it. You're
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And thanks for everybody who has backed it so
Yeah,
far
as
and
long
backed
as,
it
like,
tonight
like,
on
this-
Kelsey's
this
show.
conversation is
My
just
email
like
isn't
dinner
updating,
club.
so I have no clue who backed it.
Well, that,
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
I'm going to go with
explain-
Ryan Wynn
we
because he
went
just
off
posted
track,
it on
but what I was
Twitter.
trying to explain is that there's
Oh, did he?
time of a
Just
boy's
added the
life
newsprint copy to
where
my
he tries
order.
to achieve section through his own
You
means.
sweet boy, Ryan Wynn.
And there's, I'm sure Ron, Jeremy, and a few other guys were able to.
They're doing a Hellblazer
I mean, a few guys were able for most
middle
of us,
grade graphic novel.
You're cracking vertebrae, you know.
Middle
You're
grade
not
graphic
happy.
novel.
Yeah,
So
on
it's like
Newsarama,
you run into
Hellblazer takes a
yourself.
Harry Potter
What-
turn in
what
previews
is that?
of 2021
Like,
DC
hard.
middle grade
Like,
graphic
hard.
novels. And it's
Besides,
basically has Hellblazer, has John Constantine as like a little kid hanging out with Etrigan.
That's like
I think that's
what I
about
joked
20
about with
something.
Vince about doing.
Oh, no.
I was like, we're going to do a kids line for Hellseekers too, and it's going to be called Hex Seekers. And
It's like old man
it made us
doing
both
what he
laugh
does.
like stupid idiots. But
Love doesn't.
We
have
weren't
names.
very serious about it.
Oh,
Heck,
shit.
Blazer.
No, listen. If you're young, you
The
and you
Harry
run into
Potter
old you,
approach,
you'd be like,
Jesus.
you know
Dude,
you're
did you
sucking
see
not sucking.
Ryan's drawing from tonight?
Dude, that's weird too.
Who's?
Ryan?
Oh,
I
Ryan.
mean, it goes without
I
saying.
thought you
Nolan
said
Ryan?
Yeah, I thought you said Brian for some reason. I was like, who the fuck is Brian? Yeah, I saw Ryan's on the stream.
Would you change back in
Did he
time?
post it on
Gosh.
Twitter finally? Bless you, you
Yeah.
goblin.
I don't know why I'm sneezing like that.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's insane looking. This is awesome.
It's not necessarily a clone.
I was going to say, it was hard to see in the actual stream, but
I would suck my dick 10 seconds ago.
dude is a machine.
Ugh.
Kevin's crazy ass sent me a video of him tonight.
I just happen to be going in a time.
A video?
Not available to the layman.
Dude, I look like
Sorry, hang on. He got a bunch of like brown paper bags, like old school like lunch bags, and was doing like poor kid Halloween masks on them. Drew a bunch of really gnarly ones and was just leaving them out in a stack on their front porch for the kids who are going to be trick-or-treating over the weekend. I was like, dude, that's so fucking cool. I was like, you are the nicest dude in the world and you don't even know it. He tries to play it off like he's like Kevin the badass, and I'm like, you're fucking hanging out on your day off drawing fucking masks for little kids, like adorable.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they're all fucking, it's Kevin's kick-ass art. Like, he did, like, all the Universal movie monsters and stuff, and they look fucking rad. I was like, dude, I was so fucking poor growing up. If we went to a house and got something like that, my mom would have cried. Like,
That's really cool.
And I was like, I would have been losing my mind, like, 10 years old getting something like that. I was like, none of those kids are going to know, you know, he's like a fucking kick-ass pro comic book artist, but it's like, they'll probably love those fucking little pieces of paper.
Did you take pictures of them all?
He did. I don't know if he posted them on Twitter or not, but he definitely fucking should, because they're kick-ass. When he first sent them to me, too, I think one of them is supposed to be the Mummy, but I saw it and I was like, whoa, Cade! And I was like, oh no, this is all the Universal movie monsters.
My dad used to love Halloween, and when he would give away candy on Halloween, he would take the plastic sandwich bags, fill them with a bunch of different candy bars, and then throw in a dollar in there as well.
So your dad was a G.
He was awesome. So you get like a little grab bag of like, I don't know, 6 little candy bars and $1.
Hot damn. I want to ball out like that one day.
I know.
I was like, that's why I was like bummed with Halloween this year and everything. It was like Alternoween basically didn't happen. Our town isn't doing Halloween, so it's like even if I wanted to give shit out, I can't. Like, so
I'm gonna see if I can find this real quick. I'll show you Beard Street down here on Halloween. I want to go to, but I don't know if I could do it this year.
Beard Street?
Yeah, in Tallahassee, there's this street called Beard Street that goes like all out on Halloween.
Sounds like a gay bar.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I'm just saying it sounds like a gay bar.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I'll meet you boys at Beard Street.
Beard Street should be the name of your compound when you get it.
Beard Street?
Yeah.
Oh, man. If I get that compound, the whole world would be changing. It'd be a surreal step into the future. I'm, like, really excited for this Tyson fight now. And I can't think straight because it's, like, almost 2 in the morning. But, I'm going to have to try to remember that fight's happening.
Oh, motherfucker. I hate when you search for shit and it doesn't come up at all.
I don't know like anyone on this fight other than the main card and Jake Paul.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Boxing events suck in terms of the entire event. It's all about the one fight.
Yeah,
Still bringing guys with
I went to a match. My dad took me to Mohegan for my 16th birthday. We went to a match. I don't even remember who the main card was. It was bummy as hell, though. The guy who had the belt at the time got his fucking head mashed in, but he kept falling against the ropes and like bouncing back up every time he would like get knocked out. It felt like cartoonish and planned by the end of it.
Uh-huh.
And he kept like wobbling, falling over, hitting the ropes, and he'd like bounce back up and catch himself. But it happened probably like 20 fucking times in the fight. And me and my dad were just like, God damn, this is fucking stupid. And it ended up going to decision, and the guy with the belt ended up winning it because the other guy just never actually finished him off and knocked him out. But it was like, this dude did nothing but like rubber band all over the fucking ring for like an hour.
Oh, jeez.
And just get his fucking head beat in, but he somehow stayed up the whole time. But it was like it's like one of those times where you watch somebody get their ass beat so bad, and you're just like, stop! Like he's already dead. Leave him alone. But he just never hit the ground, so that like didn't happen. But there was a fight early on in the undercard, and I just remember because it was this big. I think he was like 6'7" and like 285 pounds or something like that. Big fucking dude. And he came out. I want to say he was from New York City originally.
Uh-huh.
And he came out. It was probably a posse of like 30, 40 dudes he came out with, wearing all these giant gold chains and shit. Big black dude, long ass dreads, like all pulled up into this big crazy bun. It looked like he could barely turn his head with how much hair he had. And he came out fucking jacked out of his mind. Like this guy looked like nothing but muscle. And comes out with this huge fucking posse wearing like the fucking boxing jacket and everything, looking fancy as fuck. Like you would have thought this was some big name in boxing, and this was like the first undercard fight of the night. And then this big fucking white dude comes out who looks like just like a human potato. Like not quite fat but not quite muscular, just like a big fucking like lumberjack dude.
Uh-huh.
Bald as hell, big fucking fist beard. Nothing to him, like the most unassuming dude ever, like a bald me basically. And he comes strolling out with his cut man, and that's it. And I was like, oh shit, like this guy is the exact opposite of the guy he's about to face. Like,
It's literally Rocky.
yeah, the ring is like full of dudes, and it's just one guy's like posse. And this dude walks out with his cut man, gets in the ring, and like, kid you not, like something out of a fucking movie. They fucking walk towards the ring, touch gloves, bell rings, fucking white dude swings, clocks the black dude once, and he's out cold.
Oh, shit.
Fight over. Punch this dude so hard he spit his fucking mouth guard like 3 rows out into the fucking crowd. And just like punched the dreads right off his head.
That's
And
awesome.
it was like the whole fucking like arena just like exploded with people screaming, and that was like the first or second fight of the night, and we were just like, yeah, it's gonna be a cool night. And then the title match came, and it was like the dumbest fight I've ever witnessed, but watching that dude get laid out in one punch was fucking insane, because then you got to watch the like 40 dudes that walked out with him like pulling their hair out of their head and screaming in disbelief. It was hilarious. Like a
That's
bunch
great.
of grown men from New York just like losing their minds. It was the weirdest thing. Mohegan Sun's always got crazy shit going on at it though.
How close is Mohegan Sun to you?
Probably like an hour and 20 minutes, depending on like
Oh,
how
nice.
bad you get caught up.
I always hear about Mohegan Sun. You know, every event and stuff, and comedians go there a lot.
Yeah, actually I was just looking at it because listening to the old Come Town podcast this morning. Stavros is out here in like 2.5, 3 weeks.
Oh, cool.
And Beth's dad is like a high roller at Mohegan, so he gets all sorts of comp tickets and stuff all the time. And I was like, I wonder if he could get tickets to see Stavros, because I would definitely go get drunk for a night and check that out.
Do you see my screen?
Yeah, I got it shared now.
Oh, you do? Okay, cool. This is Beard Street. This is from last year.
Greg goes trick-or-treating.
Yeah, Greg's the owner of Lofty Pursuits, which is a really cool like soda fountain restaurant here.
You are such a wholesome dude, Jeff.
This is my dream, is to have different sodas every day.
I'm friends with a guy who runs a pop shop.
Oh, I don't know him.
Oh no, you just know of him.
Well, he's like a big deal apparently on YouTube. He's got like, I don't know, 500,000 followers.
God damn.
My nephews knew about him. We were like, oh yeah, we got this cool place down here. They're like, yeah, we know, we order candy from them. And they're in Virginia.
Bonkers. Free candy. How'd they get my van? And me.
The costume on the left is pretty cool. Right there.
The jellyfish?
Yeah.
It's like the jellyfish or the little girl that looks like a condom? The pale white minion. Lazy Pennywise. With just another clown.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
I'm Pennywise the ventriloquist. I like the stoner pirate that's like a 60-year-old man. That was great. Oh man, this could be a whole show. Just is this protester trick-or-treating Rasmus? That's or the sad dad walking around in the unicorn outfit. Oh my god.
Don't you miss going out in public and not having to wear a mask unless it was a Halloween mask?
This just, I don't know what it is about Halloween. Always has like a hokey, fun vibe to it. Like I feel like I'm just watching footage of a shitty horror movie right now.
Yeah, like this looks like an idyllic Halloween movie. That's why I want to go to it.
Lofty Pursuits.
And they make candy and all kinds of stuff.
That is like home movies level of art. That was too good. Oh wait.
What the fuck are you watching?
This is the Jack Show.
I just came back and I saw some lady working out. Like,
is the audio working?
What? Which one was that?
I can hear it now, yeah.
Okay. So I can... You can't hear it anymore?
No, I can't hear it now. No.
Okay, yeah. So there is a little mute button on the little screen where you share it.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, so I can mute and unmute it after the fact.
Cool.
Weird. We're learning.
There's a new David Bowie movie coming out.
Oh,
I reminded of it because of her Anna's chair.
It doesn't have Bowie's blessing or his family's blessing or anything.
See, this is the problem. They're making
any of the music.
They're making a traditional, boring biopic. Bowie's biopic shouldn't be an actual biopic. It should be an art film.
Yeah, no, it should be sort of like how they did Rocket Man. More abstract and weird than like actually like a straightforward narrative story.
Yeah, it shouldn't be anything like it. I think it should almost be like what was that Bob Dylan one? You know, where it was like 4 different actors playing him.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't ever remember the name of it.
And like that makes way more sense for David Bowie because he changed so much.
It's like
in different periods.
Swinton play one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like the best one.
Yeah, and she would have been great as David Bowie. She was in music videos with him too.
Yeah.
I know.
Uh,
That's how degrading I
well,
feel.
that was the whole thing too. Is like the guy they got him to play him kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The movie doesn't have any rights to any of the music because the family denied it.
I don't even know who the actor is that's playing him. I didn't recognize him.
Oh, I know him from something. Hang on.
I know, but if I were to do
But see, I hate all those biopics. It's always the same shit. It's like, you'll never get on the radio. And then I showed them, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
Then I
fuck
blew
off.
everybody in the studio.
It's like, yeah, you're right. The studio
Let me on
that's
the
paying.
radio.
Like, I hate that story too, because you know it's bullshit half the time. It's like, okay, so the studio that invested millions of dollars in you wasn't gonna help you at all. Like, fuck off.
It looked too like they were kind of doing like they're pitching it as like it's Bowie before he became Bowie sort of thing, like the early years.
Yeah. Yeah, the boring years before he
It's
became
his
the iconic superstar.
it's about the first visit to the U.S. in '71, the trip that inspired his alter ego Ziggy Stardust. But the trailer's like cut really weird, almost to make it seem like the movie is going to be way more political than I think it's actually going to be.
Oh yeah, somebody did a mock-up version of it where they redubbed it, and it's just him talking about like McGovern and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, he'll never be president, and he's like, yes, he will.
Yeah.
Don't be impressed.
Stardust, David Bowie.
And there's actually a really good David Bowie Iggy Pop
he's
movie.
in a bunch of TV series I've never heard of.
There was a good David Bowie Iggy Pop movie that came out years ago that wasn't official. Like, they didn't call them David Bowie and Iggy Pop, but they're basically those two. And like Ewan McGregor's in it, and oh shit, who was the other guy? Christian Bale was like in it as a fanboy journalist.
By the way, I watched Silence.
Yeah, I don't know. This dude they got to play him, Johnny Flynn, doesn't look anything like him or anything. Like, it literally just looks like this guy was the dude who showed up that day.
Yeah. Well, I gotta find this movie.
Did that
Uh,
on her, and I'm like, his spit.
Velvet Goldmine?
Yes.
And I watched it. I thought it was a loogie.
It's pretty good.
I said no 100 times because we watched like Frankenstein movies.
The only problem is that the guy Jonathan Rhys-Meyers, who plays the Bowie stand-in, is way too buff. You know, because Bowie is just like a rail.
I like it though.
Jonathan Rhys-Meyers.
That's awesome.
He's always been pretty weird.
His nieces.
They always tried to make him like a thing, and he just never took off.
Yeah, he was supposed to be like they were trying to make him like a sex symbol, and
Yeah.
he's still kind of around, but he looks fucking insane now.
They were priming him for like Mission Impossible for a while. Remember that?
I am not fucking with
Which is
you.
bonkers.
They went every like Christian. I mean, every
Oh yeah,
Mission
Christian
Impossible.
Christian Bale looks super fruity in that. I haven't seen that in years, dude.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I mean, it's not like amazing or anything, but for David Bowie-esque movie, it's pretty good. But yeah, it's funny, like Mission Impossible movies, they always try and prime a new person to take over, and like nobody can ever replace Tom Cruise in those movies, so they just disappear in the next film.
Yeah, no, they gotta just what's it called? They're gonna hologram him into the next one whenever he passes away.
Yeah. Well, he won't pass away. He's got too many thetans.
Yeah. They won't let him. They'll just put him in a new body.
If anybody can beat death, it's Tom Cruise.
Yeah, now I'm like,
Hey, Joe, can you get a childhood fantasy of mine?
His character's name was Maxwell Demon.
Too far.
Put that where we can see it.
Ew.
Is that the Iggy Pop or the David Bowie?
I'm not sure. I think it was the David Bowie one.
Is he using too much
David Bowie.
Yeah, Jonathan Rhys-Meyers now just looks insane.
I feel like he'd be more.
He was on something recently too. He kind of looks like
I need to master the one eyebrow. Like
wow, that one he just looks like Jason Mewes.
Oh God, that can't be good at all.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
bonkers,
I'm
dude.
trying-
Here, we'll stop sharing this for a second.
It's pretty sad when people are like, Jason Mewes looks pretty good for fucked up Jonathan Rhys Meyers, but the opposite way around.
He looks like a different person in every photo.
Oh my God.
Dude, he looks like a corpse in that one. This looks like a wax statue of him.
That doesn't look anything like him.
Yeah, this was the one where he looked like Jason Mewes. I was like, what is
Holy
going on?
shit, he does. He's like, Snoogans, come on, kid.
Right? Where's Bob? Yeah, he... Vikings? Was he really on Vikings? What the fuck?
Was he? That was like Tudors.
Yeah, I was gonna say that does look more like Tudors. He's been in some other stuff. I feel like he was in that shitty Beauty and the Beast show.
I didn't even know there was a show.
He was in Tudors. Yeah, he looks... It's like Matthew McConaughey and Jason Mewes got like mashed together by an AI. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, evidently he was on Vikings.
Snitchy bitches.
Right.
That's McConaughey doing. Snitchy bitches.
Snitchy boochies. All right. He's in something called Yakuza Princess, where he is Shiro. That's gonna go over like a fucking hammer to the head. Man, some of these sound like pornos, and some of these sound like straight to DVD movies. He was in the
$15,
Dracula.
little man.
He
Put
played
that shit
Vlad
in my
Tepes
hand.
and
If
Dracula.
that money doesn't show, you're gonna owe me. Owe me.
Oh.
I'm gonna get this down. I'm gonna fucking get this down.
My jungle love. All right. That's not the line.
This has to be a recurring character when we have guests on, and they're like, "What are you trying to do? Is that Jay or is that what is that?"
Owie. Uh-oh. Just start beating our chests. Snoogans. We'll nail it eventually. I can get there. I've been drinking a little bit too much tonight.
This is my hetero life, mate.
Right. Silent Bob.
I wish I remembered the name of fucking his partner on True Detective.
Time's a flat circle, Silent Bob.
Well, it doesn't work. That's the same guy. I mean, it should be like, "Yo, time's a flat circle." Lunchbox.
Oh my god! I'm gonna commission you to draw that for me, Jay and Silent Bob as fucking
Rusty
Russ.
Cole and whatever the fuck the other guy's
Why
name
the
is.
fuck? Yeah, why can't it? You've cursed me. Jesus, that's gonna kill me now. Marty. It's Marty something, right?
Yeah, you're right. Marty something.
Fuck, dude. Hart. Jesus.
Hart.
Yeah. That'd be your days, Jay and Silent Bob as Cole and Hart. Yeah, I need to just get a list of Jason Mewes quotes now and learn how to do McConaughey as good as possible.
Yo, of course I'm dangerous. I'm police. I can do terrible things to these people with impunity. Snoochie boochies. I know who I am. After all these years, there's a victory in that. Bong. It's too stupid.
Consistently best show, always something. Hail CG. Oh my god.
Why
Fuck,
the
dude.
hell are they looking at fucked up Roger Ebert?
That's who that is?
Yeah, that's after he had his like jaw removed and shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's fucking bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
That's for shitting on all those movies.
Oh my god.
It looks like they just sewed hot dogs onto his face.
Oh my god.
I don't think we're ever gonna beat fucking Jason McConaughey.
Yo, Lunchbox, hurry it up.
No, it's the best part, Lunchbox. I keep getting older and they stay the same age.
I am the master of the clit.
I am the clit commander.
Remember this fucking face whenever you see the clit.
Oscar nominated Jason Mewes. Boo boo kitty fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Minute.
Funny or Die is gonna rob us of this, or just Kevin Smith. He's gonna reach out to who would be the Oscar-winning Kevin Smith though?
Ooh.
John Hamm. Just wildly handsome.
It's what I call chasing Amy.
It's Woody Harrelson. That's a good John Hamm.
all it is just deep voice. But you know, I have a big dong too, so that
We're gonna chase Amy, and we're gonna sell cigarettes. Probably fuck a couple burlesque dancers. There's like a weird like teeth sucking to his voice as Don Draper. Like, I'm gonna rape everybody in this room, and I'm gonna make it look good.
But you know what? He's a real fucking nothing after that show. Like, he hasn't made anything good.
Yeah, it's so weird. Every time somebody's talking about Superman, they're like, John Hamm looks the part, and that's about it every time.
Yeah. And he hates superheroes too. I don't know if you know that. When all that shit was going down, he was like, "Fuck that, that's lame."
It's
all right, well, fuck off then.
as though he is permanently like seared in everyone's brain as Don Draper, and like people can't get over that.
Well, he also keeps trying to do like comedy, and I just don't think he's funny.
He's got good timing, but I feel like they're just not giving him the right shit.
Yeah, he keeps doing all those like Judd Apatow films where it's just like, just go off for like 15 minutes and we'll film and cut it, whatever, you know, doesn't work.
Put him and Cena in a movie that's like half action movie, half comedy, and like get some genuinely funny dudes to write on it. It's like him and Cena are just like do like a Three Kings sort of thing. They're like military dudes in just a ridiculous scenario, but make it genuinely funny and action packed. And I feel like a vehicle like that would sell shitloads with him. It's just a matter. He's kind of like Hemsworth, where he's got enough of the like chops and the timing, and it just seems like he keeps getting like these mid-level scripts and stuff, and nothing like Baby Driver, I thought he'd really stand out in, and he's just kind of like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God, Cecil has the other mask underneath. I didn't even realize that before. How's he not sweating? He is. It's like wet on the cheeks.
Oh my God, I see that. Yeah.
It's crazy how much him and Kelsey look so like related. It's insane to me.
I want to know. You know what? Cecil's almost like Wolverine, where I want to know his backstory, but I really don't. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's what I said the other day. I was like, I feel like if you saw his face, it would just like ruin half the allure.
Yeah. You know the joke that like he's just Donny Cates under there.
Oh my God, dude. That'd be insane. Like he peels the mask off and it's like he shed like 40 pounds. It's like, wow, dude, that mask really makes you look fat as hell. Oh, this is just bleach blonde hair under there. It's just crazy to me though. Like he looks like he could be Kelsey's little brother. Like I don't know, like I might just be like my eyes playing tricks on me or something, but like from what you can see under the eye holes and everything, he has that same like soft, like very friendly brow ridge that Kelsey has, where it almost looks like they can't even like furrow their brow to look angry.
Yeah.
Like they just look like they're perpetually like have a friendly look on their face. And I'm like, I can't do that. I look like I'm like ready to stab somebody in the throat at all times. Like I get told all the time I look super menacing when I'm just like, I'm like zoning out thinking about like getting high and writing comics. People are like, you look like you want to kill everybody.
Yeah, somebody said that to me too once. He was like, "You look like you want to punch me." I was like, "No, dude, I'm just standing here."
That's just my face. Like Cecil and Kelsey have this like demeanor about them where they just look like the friendliest people in the world. Like even wearing that creepy ass mask. Even that mask kind of has like these weird like sad eyebrows.
Razmaz said the mask is part of him now.
Completely. It's just fusing with his flesh.
That fucking mask is disturbing.
That's what we got to draw for Halloween. We'll do the Cecil, John Carpenter's The Thing. The Cecil.
Hello.
It's the dog. Oh my God.
No, it's the mouth and the stomach that bites the guy's hands off. Hello.
I need to pull that into fucking After Effects now and do fucking just one of Cecil's long ass airy laughs as the dog's like reeling around and screaming, and then when it turns and looks right at the camera and opens its mouth, just have it go, hello. Send that to him. Oh my God. Yeah, like today when Kelsey was talking about how he doesn't have an opening or anything for his channel, I was like, I should just make him a little countdown and send it to him.
I know when he said that, I was like, girl.
Oh, bitch, do I got a surprise for you? It's Matthew McConaughey and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Snoogans. Is it Snoogans or Snowgans?
Jay and Silent Bob are in his house.
Oh no, cock knocker. I'm losing it. It's slipping away from me. Doing Cecil threw off my McConaughey. I went gay in the wrong direction. Somehow the humming and chest beating always brings me back.
I'm a smooth pimp who loves the pussy.
All right. I just like the idea of him doing J lines and then still signing off with an all right.
Yeah.
No, Matthew, don't do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cut.
All right.
All right.
You're still doing it, damn it.
That was 3 times. All right. God damn it. Shit.
Whether 'tis nobler to suffer slings and arrows of outrageous fortunes. All right.
Holy shit.
See, I told you we get it.
A whole new world. Jesus. I don't think we're going to top that. We were going for an hour and 15 minutes. You want to wrap it up for the night?
All right.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Razmaz. Anyone else who popped in, if you haven't already, back City of Rot, and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Take it easy, guys. Go watch the Jack Show. That's where I'll most likely be.
Okay, bye-bye. I love you.